So here's another interesting bacteria, the Brucella. So Brucella are another type of gram-negative rods. They're also what are known as fastidious bacteria, which basically means they are a pain in the fucking ass to try to culture. Fastidious bacteria tend to have very specific nutrient requirements, and if they're not met, they just won't grow. So they are very difficult to grow and culture in a lab, and thus they're very difficult to study. Now, most types of Brucella infections aren't actually found in humans. They're way more common in animal reservoirs such as dogs, sheep, cattle, all that, but humans still can get Brucella infections when they interact with infected animals or consume animal products from animals that were infected. So symptoms of Brucella infection often include things like fever, headache, a lot of back pain in this one, as well as in severe cases, it can actually affect your cardiac tissues and your nervous tissues, so cause problems, with your heart and nervous system. Occasionally, in more severe cases, it can turn from an acute infection to a chronic infection, which basically means acute infections are only there for a couple days. They infect you, you don't feel great, then your immune system clears it up, then you're all good. Chronic infections tend to last quite a bit longer, sometimes years, sometimes your whole life. So some of the symptoms of a reoccurring chronic Brucella infection include random reoccurring fevers, as well as prolonged joint pain, and just generally chronic fatigue, so just feeling tired all the time because your immune system is still dealing with the remnants of this bacterial infection. Fortunately, this is pretty easy to treat with regular antibiotic treatments, and death from these infections are pretty rare. Brucella infections, as far as we know, only have about a 2% mortality rate, which is honestly very good considering all the other diseases I've talked about. So this really isn't that bad. Kind of the main thing is it can cause chronic infections, which do suck.